So let's talk about potatoes. Potatoes you plant from the new year through February. The old timers talk about planting on Valentine's Day. So what you get are these seed potatoes, and they've got all these little buds, the eyes, that are starting to pop out. I don't know why they're called eyes. They don't really look like eyes, but they're little protrusions that grow roots and then come up as leaves. And what you want to do is you want to cut off hunks with the eyes. And you want these hunks to be about an inch, a half inch to an inch thick back behind where you cut it off. So I'm using this, but you could use just a little paring knife. And you want to get a good, nice hunk like this. At scale, at industry scale farms, they just cut a potato into like 4 to 6 pieces and call it a day. And that way you'll probably have an eye on each one. But if you do it yourself, you can maximize and kind of get the most hunks of potato. And then what I do is I leave these out to air dry for a couple of hours, and that way the potato kind of heals over, and then when you plant it, it's less likely to rot before it starts growing. Anyhow, then what you'll do is you'll plant it at least about 4 inches in the ground, and the easiest way is you just plant it 4 inches in the ground, it grows, and then you dig them up in May or June. If you want to get real fancy about it or kind of do it old style, is you would plant it down, you just barely cover it. As it emerges, then you'd fill in that row. And then as it grows a little bit more, you fill it in some more. And then as it grows some more, you'd start to mound it up. And then you would make this whole mound where your potatoes are growing, and here's the potato growing out of the top. And that's what people call like hilling up their potatoes. So you can do that. Some folks will actually grow potatoes in like a 5-gallon bucket or a ring of tires, and that way they'll keep adding either soil or leaves or straw or something as those potatoes grow up and up and up. And the lure is that like you can grow this 10-foot tall high potato tire ring, and then at the end of the season just like push it over and potatoes go everywhere. I've never done that, but you do get a few more potatoes as you hill it, so I can imagine it works. But the biggest thing to know about potatoes is you've just got to have the sunlight. Potatoes are nothing but stored solar energy, and so if you don't have great sunlight, growing potatoes is just going to be frustrating.